On this episode of Delivering Marketing Joy, we talk with Keister about how she stays motivated and inspired. Hey there, and welcome to another edition of Delivering Marketing Joy. I'm your host, Kirby Hasseman, and I am very excited this week to be joined with a brand new guest, Keister from City Apparel and the president of OPA. So, Kara, I really appreciate you taking the time.
Hi, Kirby. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I want to jump right into the president of OPA role because you and I were just at an event. And as president of OPA, you helped to create a different style of meeting recently for a regional. So why do you think that's important to continue to try new things as an organization?
Well, I honestly think with any organization, not just OPA, it's important to stay up with the times. I mean, you either stay relevant or you're irrelevant. So I think that our goal as an organization was really to bring a format that actually exists in our industry. It's not super innovative in our industry, it's happening, but bring it to a regional level and make it accessible for more than the top 4% that are being invited to these larger scale meetings.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I actually had a discussion with somebody about this the other day, Karen. He said the same thing. He was like, well, it's being done. I'm like, yeah, but it's not being done for some of the smaller reps and the smaller companies, and I think that is what makes it sort of innovative. And so I think you guys put yourself out there for that. So I appreciate it as somebody who got to go. So in doing a little research about you, I'm always fascinated by business titles, and I saw your title and it made me smile. Your title is, I'm going to get this right, Account Solutions Mastermind, which is awesome. So
that's my formal title.
Yeah, that's right. So why? Why is that your title?
So previous to May 1st, my title was Corporate Image Consultant. At City Apparel, we always have maintained that we are not order takers. We actually are there to be partners with our companies that we work with and our customers and make sure that we're getting them the best solutions for their brand. On May 1st, we actually went through a total rebrand for City Apparel. That has gone from, I don't even know where to start. Our location that we are in, we got a new building, new logo. We ended up changing the way that we dress, changing even the chairs that we sit in. Yeah. I mean, we are a totally newly branded organization. And with that came the opportunity for us to really decide what we want to be in this industry. So we all sat around the table and we said, what do we want to be when we grow up? And the conversation kind of evolved, and we're never going to be salespeople. It's just not who we are. Account Solutions Mastermind was just a play on words. To back up our new mission is that we provide smart, creative solutions, period. So it's not just us either. It's actually across our organization. So our president and owner, Andrea Kramer, we call her the boss lady. It's actually in her signature in her email. Our inside gal who takes care of our entire lives, we call her the administrative ninja-neer. And our interns, we refuse to call them interns. They're called our kids. So we refer to them as the kids in the office.
Okay.
So it's basically part of our new brand is to just be cooler.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. And just try to have, I think so many times people lose sight of the fact that what we do is fun. And I like that you're embracing that. And so that's cool.
You met our crew. We're kind of wild. So
it's why we get along. Right? So you're busy, right? We talked about doing dance, you're volunteering at OPA, you're working at a company and more. So how do you stay motivated, inspired, energized? How do you do that?
Well, I'd like to answer that question in two parts.
Okay.
First and foremost, my maiden name is Ward, and it's been a joke in our family and the Ward side of the family that you can sleep when you're dead. That's our motto. You can sleep when you're dead. So I was taught from a very young age that you go as hard as you can go all day, every day. and you give it your all. Everything. We don't play games to lose. We do everything 100%. And I translate that into every single thing that I do every day in my life. And in terms of the industry, how I stay motivated and how I stay motivated as a distributor, I'm obsessed with learning new things. It's weird, I know, but like I am a total geek, and I love to read, and I read every article, and I'm on the Promotional Professionals Facebook page all day, every day. I love to see what people are doing and how they're doing it and what their solutions are. When we go to PPAI in Vegas in January, I go a day early because I want to start at 8 a.m. on Monday and go to every session that I possibly can.
That's awesome.
I love, the more that I learn, the more that I feel that I am able to help my customers and stay motivated and just, stay relevant.
No, I tell you, I think you and I are kindred spirits. Like the always be learning thing is big, and you probably know. I mean, I'm a voracious reader, so I commend you on that. That's awesome. Well, cool. Quick, down and dirty and easy. We've gotten through the 3 questions. I give everybody a chance to ask me a question. Do you have one?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I listened to your podcast last week, and I watched your show last week, and you touched on creativity and how important it is to, when you attempt to be creative, you just have to create a lot and just, throw it all out there. And I think I mentioned to you earlier this year, I met Bobby Leahy in Vegas, and his presentation on creativity stuck with me. For every 20 ideas you have, 19 are crap.
Right.
Which I really took that to heart. So my question for you is, not only in this industry as a distributor, but across your many businesses, what do you do when you get stuck? What is your plan of attack, and how do you come out on top as a winner when you creatively just get blocked? No,
it's fair. So yeah, and just to finish that thought, Bobby, I think, did a really nice job of probably letting some folks off the hook, and not I don't mean that in a dismissive way, in the sense that it's like the comedian when they say something funny, and people who are creative, you think, oh, they can just be creative on the spot, when in reality it's about volume. And I'm reading a book about that right now, so it's a great point by you. So when I get stuck, first of all, I think that sometimes that's just a myth. I think that, we've created a little bit of a writer's block for ourselves by just even creating that term. When in doubt, do. One of the things that I've said is that fire and fear are really similar. But the difference is, for fire, it's oxygen. For fear, it's time. So the longer that you wait to do that thing you're supposed to do, the harder it becomes to do it. The fear grows like fire. And so when I find like I'm stuck, I just do. I write. I create it. I just turn the camera on and start talking or whatever, So I don't allow more time to get in there, because all that's going to do is feed it. And then from a tactical perspective, my big thing is I get on the treadmill. I go work out. I go run. I get, science will tell you that is how your brain gets moving. It helps to do that. And so that's probably my trick, if there is one, is I'm like, okay, when I am not inspired to do something, I will get inspired by moving. It's funny, if you look at the theme, it's like, when in doubt, take action. Some action, right? So that's probably my takeaway, if that's fair.
I feel like that should be written on every wall in every company, everywhere.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And it was a great question, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. And we'll do it again, okay?
Great. Thank you so much.
Cool. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of Delivering Marketing Joy. We'll see you next time.